Hi guys, welcome back. Today is Tuesday actually, and I did get my test results yesterday and they did come back benign, so the biopsy came out good. Although the mass and the little cysts are still there, I am kind of working with my doctor on that. We're kind of going back and forth, so I'm actually waiting to hear back from her regarding the actual cyst and the mass and the reason for them and the reason for the growth from last year till now. But I mean, I'm still cancer free, so I mean, thank God, praise God for that. So yeah, but they are kind of trying to push me to do the genetic testing, just because I'm severely a high risk, and that's what they say. I'm, you know, on my chart, and they tell me all the time that I'm a severely high risk for breast cancer. And I mean, we know this, I know this. I'm just very high risk for cancer in general, but I do stay on top of my health, and I keep on top of the doctors, and I keep on top of my appointments. I don't miss an appointment. Pretty much right to the day, to the year, you know, from one year to the next. So yeah, so it was benign, which means that it's non-cancerous. And so I am super excited about that. I didn't, want to do a video yesterday just because I did have another, appointment yesterday, and just another little tiny minor issue going on, nothing major. So, I'm working on that, and they're going to check me in about 3 months, and just to see like if the mass has grown, if, you know, if the cysts have multiplied. But they said that it's pretty common for a lot of women to have cysts, even multiple cysts in their breast, for whatever reason. I mean, I have fibrocystic breast tissue, so it's really hard when I do like a self-exam to feel for something, because like I can feel, but I mean, because I have such, not lumpy breasts, but you know, if you really push to try to do a breast exam, it's really hard to tell. If like sometimes I'll you know, you got to do it with your arm up, but in the shower is usually a good time to do it when you're like soapy and it's like slippery almost. And just, you know, going all around, not that you don't know how to do an exam, but you just go all around from like the top. You can even go under your armpit, because we get sometimes nodules there. And then you just work your way around, and then obviously to the nipple. So, but sometimes I'll feel something and I'm just like, oh my God, is that a lump? You know, so I freak out. Yeah, I'm a little bit freaked out. Yeah, I'm a little bit hypersensitive as far as getting tests done. I have a lot of beauty marks. You can't really see them, but I do have a lot of beauty marks. I have some little tiny red ones too that are kind of multiplying as I get older. But my grandma had like a bunch of moles. Like I even remember like my great grandma having just moles. Like I just remember seeing moles, and maybe I'm like imagining it, but I remember seeing kind of like Nanny McPhee. You know, the movie Nanny McPhee. I don't even know the name of it, but I know it's probably Nanny McPhee. And she had that big mole. Like, I just remember my grandma having moles. But, which is a truth. That's a true statement, okay? I just don't know where the moles were, like, exactly. I can't remember, but there were moles. I have, like, a lot of beauty marks, and I've actually had moles removed that weren't big moles. They were just kind of raised. And, you know, of course, I freak out. So, like, I had one. Actually, let me tell you, I had one on the back of my neck, and every time I would go get my hair cut, the guy that cut my hair, he was a good friend of mine. He no longer cuts my hair, but he cut my hair for about a good 10 plus years. And every time I would go get my hair cut, he would get the comb like hooked on the mole, and it would like freak him out. And so anyway, that's not why I had it removed, but it was just kind of like, he's just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, did that hurt? And oh God, I hope I don't pull it off one day. And it was kind of funny. But anyway, so I had that removed and I had it tested, and it was good. I did have another one right here on, like, between my armpit and my breast, and it was kind of growing. And you know, anytime they start to look like they have like a rough edge, or maybe they're like discolored, or they're like misshaped, where they're not like growing round, but they're growing like kind of jaggedy, you always want to have a dermatologist checked out, your primary care doctor, but they'll probably refer you to a dermatologist, and have them check, just have them check you. Like if you you know, you feel off about something, feels off about something in your body in general, or on your body, just have it looked at. Like, I mean, that's what the doctors are for. That's why we have insurance, and there's nothing wrong with getting yourself looked at and checked out. Don't worry about what people are saying. You know, like I said before, people call me a hypochondriac because they said that, you know, oh my God, you know, there's always something. But I mean, 8 out of 10 times, one of my favorite terms, it's always something. So like, I'm just preventative. My body talks to me. Maybe my body talks to me more than other people, or maybe I'm more in tune with my body, or maybe I just focus too much on all the little things. But I mean, I have been treated for the majority of the things that I've actually gone to the doctor for. So, you know, I have fibromyalgia. Like, that's never gone away. I have that. And if you know a little bit, side story about fibromyalgia is, it is like a form of depression. And if you noticed, if you suffer from depression, that you kind of feel achy and just lethargic, you're not real motivated. But I mean, that is kind of like a side effect of fibro, but it's also part of depression. So it's kind of tricky to diagnose that, because it could be two different things, or it could just be one and the same. So, with that being said, without going off on a tangent about moles, like holy moly, that's what my daughter always says. She's just like, you know, holy moly, like, she's just like, ew, there's a mole on you. Like, if I tell her like, oh, what's this back here? Like, scratch my back right there, and she accidentally hits like one of my beauty marks that are kind of raised up. She's just like, you know, like freaked out. She's afraid of my moles. But they're really beauty marks, okay? It's beauty. So, you guys, I have good report. I'm cancer-free thus far, and I plan on staying cancer-free. I had a, you know, a rude awakening, and, you know, like I said before, multiple times, pick and choose your battles. You know, what battles are worth fighting for, what situations are worth putting your energy into. And if it's really not going to make a difference in your life at the end of the day, just let it go. Brush it off. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. It's really hard to brush off things that people say or do that, you know, hurt us, because that's really where the majority of, I have a fuzz, that's really where the majority of the stress, especially in my life, comes from, is from like hurtful, like family stuff going on, that for whatever reason people just can't find it in their hearts to recognize. Or, I mean, I had this cancer scare and pretty much everything remained the same, which is really sad. It's not like I wanted everybody to be like, oh my God, you know, she has cancer, or oh my God, you know, I need to talk to her, I need to apologize, I need to tell her I love her, you know. Those are kind of the things that you would think that people would do, and that I know I would do. I mean, God is my witness, and you know that I would never say God is my witness. I would reach out. I would feel so bad if I mistreated somebody, a family member, a loved one who had cancer before, high risk for cancer, and then had a second cancer scare. Like, you guys, you have to recognize these people in your life, and who are they in your life, and what do they mean to you, and how important is that relationship. So that is part of your taking care of yourself, okay? That's part of your self-care. Focusing on you, focusing on what's important to you, what's going to make your life better, what's going to add to your life, what's going to brighten up your day, what's going to lift you up, what's going to pull you out of that funk, you know, and who is going to pull you out of that, or help you pull you out of it. You know, we want people to feed into our spirit and feed into. Okay, I think I don't know if I got too excited or the little ghost came in and just shut the button off like it always does. There's this little ghost, really quick. Okay, this isn't a tangent, but this is, I don't know if it's a ghost, but okay, so there's this little person, and I haven't seen this little person, but there's this chalk writing on one of my walls that was never there, and then it was just there one day, like white chalk, just real small, real light, and it said Zoe, Z-O-E. So, I mean, everybody always says that I have ghosts, like, you know, I've seen orbs, I've kind of witnessed things, and not really scary, like to where I'm afraid to be alone or anything like that. I sage a lot. That's one of the reasons that I sage, just to clear the energy, but also clearing energy that people bring in. A lot of people carry a lot of heavy energy that's not necessarily your energy, and they bring it to your house. So you have to remember that when people come and go, they're coming with all their energies, and whatever energies are attached to them comes into your home. So these are all factors in your health. These are all factors in self-care. I know I talked about Zoe and I kind of got off subject, but the reason I say there's a little ghost that comes in and shuts my camera off is because I think this little ghost, if you believe in ghosts, I think her name is Zoe, and I think she's a little girl or a little kid. So if that sounds crazy to you, then you can click off and just say this chick's crazy. But if you believe in spirits and ghosts, I don't think she means harm. I mean, I think she might be, and I always tell her, like, it's okay, like, you're stuck here, you know, go to the light, like, go home, go to heaven, you know, go, you don't belong here. It's okay if you're here, as long as you don't scare me or scare anybody. But just, like, go to the light, you know, go to the light. But anyway, I know that's random, but that's why my camera shut off, I think. I don't know for sure. Okay, honestly, it happened again. No joke. So either my battery's running low in my little remote control thing, or this is like the third time that it happened. So I'm going to talk quick. I wanted this to be a quick video anyway. It was just a biopsy result video, self-care, spirit, mind, body, soul, physical, emotional. Emotional is the main one, and you would think physical would be, but emotional is the main one, because whatever the state of your mind and your heart and the condition that your emotions are in is going to determine your physical health. I mean, I promise you, you can talk to any doctor, any therapist, you can Google it, do whatever you want, watch videos on it. Your mental state is the biggest part of your healing, and it's the biggest part of your aches and pains or ailments. I mean, we get cancer, there's a lot of different things that we can get that stress in our emotional being can bring out. I mean, sadly, that's just the truth. That's a fact. That's not, you know, I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor, so don't take my word for it, but do your research and just know that take care of yourselves, you guys. Have a little buddy check 9. They don't talk about that anymore, but I think they do around the breast cancer season walk thing. But have a buddy, you know, have somebody that holds you accountable, and you remind each other, you know, hey, have you had your breast checked? Have you checked your breast? Have you, you know, you're at the age now to have this test done. Have you had that test done? Like, just have somebody or more than one person. And if you don't have somebody, just use a calendar, use a reminder on your phone. I mean, your computer. Like, there's so many different ways that you can remind yourself to get checked, to have tests done, yearly tests, annual checks. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to check in with you and let you know the results. And there was a couple random facts in this video, but I wouldn't be Des if I didn't have some randomness, right? Because I'm kind of random. So anyway, you guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm just so excited it's like I'm embarking on a new chapter, because I can breathe now. I can exhale and know that I'm cancer free still. 6+ years. It'll be 7 years in November. And so yeah, So subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Give this video a like. Please share my channel. Please share my videos. I'm going to be probably promoting my channel a little bit more. I am working on my beauty room. So things are picking up, and, you know, obviously the focus was on my health, and like as soon as that happened, like everything stopped, and I was just like, okay. I was just catching my breath from, you know, all the family stuff that was going on, you know, with the death and everything. And I was just catching my breath, just kind of, you know, the dust had been settling, and then I had the health scare. And so I'm back, and God willing, I will continue to flow, and things will, you know, continue to go smoothly. And yeah, I'm just going to think positive. I'm going to stay encouraged, do a lot of meditation. I do a lot of meditating. It works. I promise you it works. Meditating, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, deep breathing. If you're at work and you can't do it, you know, if you're not at home like me, I can do it. There's nobody here. There's guided meditation. Try to tune out as much as you can, and just deep breathing. If you have to go in the bathroom at work, and obviously you can't cut out all the noise, just do some, you know, sit up straight, you know, hold your spine straight with your shoulders and everything relaxed, and put your hands on your legs, the backs of your hands, and just close your eyes, and just some deep, long breaths. And just, I envision just breathing in and just letting go of all the toxins and all the pain and all the sickness and all the hurt. And I do that, and I do it sometimes a couple times a day, and it works. So it is a good sedative, and it is good for emotional state. So I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much to those of you who prayed and sent me some encouraging words. I love you, and I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in. Make sure to be good to each other. Make sure to be kind. Make sure to be uplifting, okay? Uplift each other, okay? Not just when things happen, just on a daily. We never know when any one of us can be taken, okay? These are reminders. God's reminding us, and sometimes this isn't a reminder for me, but maybe it's a reminder for other people. Just saying. Love you guys. Bye.